Hello, beautiful people, and future me. So, you know what's up. We have another programming workout, so let's do it. I'll start the clock, which I tend to forget from time to time. And in preview typing. So we finished this one, so we will be writing a symphony. Okay. PHP. Oh crap, here. Oh wow. Well, there was not many like special characters, so I might have like 2% error rate at BPM 45, but that's, this exercise was easy. So this only shows that these numbers are not set in stone, or there's a weight to them, but also like take it lightly. All right. Now I look like a professional PHP developer. That's funny. Mm. maybe. You know, and we are on a 5-minute mark, so let's consider this exercise done. And either I will, what's a wheel pick? Wheel of names. And there are a few ways I'm thinking about. So first I can random learn. The second one will be improve the random exercise generator. And the third is retake the last lesson. Those are the three things I'm thinking about. The random learn is just pressing the button and go. To improve the random exercise generator is something I wanted to do and I was talking about the last time. And retake the last lesson I think would be something beneficial because I forgot the lessons. Like I haven't been doing this stuff in Angular for a lot of time and I was kind of struggling. I didn't know how to do it in the morning. So maybe in the evening I should repeat the lesson which I'm struggling with, or I had a hard time just to do it out of my head. That's my thinking. And I kind of feel I would like to do the generator. So it's broken. There's a 4, but I have 5 lines. What's the problem? I have a generator. I have random. I have generator 2, 1, 3. Oh, and there's some lines. Still, why? Shuffle, shuffle, shuffle. And I have 4. Okay, generator. Like so. Okay, now it works. So bum 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 bum. Go. Come on, come on, come on, come on. Yeah. uh, I know it was free of fries. Maybe it's cheating, but it just shows how much I did want to do that. Okay. Let's open the project and what is it? HTML playground maybe. Maybe that. Maybe. Why don't you? Are you opening? Are you not opening? What's happening? That's old version. already open it in this one because I don't want to open you in this one. I wanted to open you in this guy. This is the you probably cannot see, but it is the 2019.2 version. And I have up and running 2000 point more. Maybe I can uninstall this version if I'm not using it anymore. Come on. I'll play some music for me only, unfortunately, because I don't know anything about the, you know, like the rights and so on. Some smooth jazz. Come on. What is taking so long? Huh? I think this just shows how long I did not run it, because it takes forever to start up. I think. Come on, come on, come on. Where's it? I don't see it. I don't see it. Okay, so here it's nowhere to be found. I cannot even switch to it. I don't see it. Like, oh, maybe now it popped up. Okay, so I'll close this. Then what? Where is it? It's nowhere. Okay, let the killing begin. I will find everything that is called IntelliJ and kill it. Okay, my manager just died. Task manager. Oh, here it is. Here's the dialogue. Exit, yes. Did it do anything? Maybe my computer is in need of start. And that's why... Okay, it does not work. Okay, so maybe now... Here we go. So you go by, sir. Kill process. Thinking. Kill idea, yes I am. That was the new version. And now I will kill the another one. Now I have multiple process explorers open. What? Now it's opening like one of the windows. I did not open this one. My computer behaves weirdly. Oh well. This one's... is taking all my resources. Maybe because I have multiple instances of the process monitor, maybe. Well, well. What about now? Okay. I will uninstall the manually installed version of IntelliJ. You can watch this. I know, it's not really enjoyable to watch, but this is what I got for you in this late hour. I thought that would be much faster. I hope. Come on, I want to do it. I mean, I want to change the page. Okay, so I can talk about how I imagine it to appear. So here will be like checkbox, and it says like Java. Then there will be JavaScript, TypeScript, and so on. And below of it uh, would be this column, and that would just add like everything which would have a check would go and add it to the random picker. So I would have a Java that would enable the Java or disable everything in there, and so on. Maybe you could say Java and no Java. We'll see. Okay, so this is complete. And maybe now I will be able to open my project. And that is the HTML playground. And I want to open it in this guy, the newest version of IntelliJ, which took me only like 8 minutes or so. That's okay. Now it seems like nothing is happening. Okay, now it's maybe doing something. Here we go. And this, again, you cannot see, this is the newer version, the 2019.3. I expect that there will be 2020 in no time. Okay. Go, 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 go. I hope this is the right project. Okay. This is some tip. And this is the thing. This is the thing I wanted to have. So, first of all, I want the div to be not as wide as it is right now. So we will play with it. Is the selector class, ID selector. So let's have a look what we have. We have a selector class in here, and the width is 50%. I want to have how many of them? So we have a Java. We have a JavaScript. We have a TypeScript. Then we have HTML, CSS, Bootstrap, SQL, Spring. Oh my god, there's so much. Jasmine. Okay, so Spring belongs to Java. Jasmine is what? Jasmine is JavaScript. SQL is by itself. The Bootstrap could be HTML and CSS and so on. So we will have these categories, I think. It will be Java, JavaScript, and there will be HTML/web, and there will be databases, so let's call it DB, and that will be it. So we have 4 categories. So I can do it 25%, sounds reasonable to me at this moment. This is the random result. So 25 it is. I'll save it. And let's have a look how it looks. And that looks reasonable. There's more space than I thought there will be. Okay, so that sounds good. So first of all, we will do this thing, and that would be to split it into 4 things. So the selector is, it will have a inline style. Well, first of all, to illustrate, if I have another div in here with the same class, because we want the decoration and so on, so I will say class selector. I'll save it. Now I will reload it, and we don't get anything. Why? Oh, because it's empty. So let's say hello. It is there, but it's hard to see. You see this line? It's kind of thicker. That's our div in there. And if I save this and reload it, now we see our div. But I want to stand it next to it, right? So we will change the style from block, which makes the new line, to inline. And how to do that? It was style, I think. Inline, like so. It will break. So that's not it. So HTML inline inline style. Okay, so I'm changing the style in here. So we will do CSS block inline. Here we go. That's the thing I'm. Oh, inline block. Inline block sounds awesome to me. Display this. Okay. I'm forgetting things. Damn it. Display. Yes. And we will have an inline block. Okay, so I will save it. And see. Oh, oh crap. Well, never mind. I don't need it anymore, I think. And now you see it's next to it. But also look that it is kind of down there. And I would love to have it like up in here. Okay, and we will have a 4 in there. So I will do it like this. So this is the second, and then I will do this and this. This is the third, and this one is fourth. Let's see how it looks. And it kind of failed. It doesn't fit in here because there are uh, something around it. So there's a border, there's a width, and I want it to fit. Yeah, I clearly see there's a division between those. And if I have a look in here, like, where does it come from? Because I don't see it anywhere in the scheme, right? Border is one. Maybe the border is the hindrance in here. I remember there was something which was counting for or changing how it is measured. And I think it was model. I think in CSS. I'll go here. Have a look in here because it was somewhere in there. And box model, that might be it. And content heading margin. Outline, maybe. No, what was it? Inline block. Well, I'll try to do change the to inline in here without a block. And if that fixes my problem, I will not care about it anymore. And that definitely did not change. It did this. Okay, so that's worse. So now I redo, reload. Where does space come from? I don't see it. Do you see it? Because I don't. What is this thing in here? It is a body, and there's a margin of 8 things. Where did it came from? Body. Block. Okay, another fast way how to change it without fixing this is to decrease this guy. We will say 24, and well, if it's saved, it works. And that might be something interesting I could look into. And if I do so, it will be another time. So now I want to the line in here and then kind of like the same boxes or something. So if I do aligned alignment, that was selector and vertical align self or alignment, or maybe position. Position. It is relative, and then the second thing was, well, if I change this, what it will do? Nothing. And now I can do, oh, what was it? Vertical alignment. Align. Center, margin auto width, border, okay. Center align, text align center, okay. Position absolute, this is the absolute, right? Okay, I'll say top 0px. I'm not sure if this will work. And it doesn't. Okay, so we'll comment this and that, and we will not care about it at this moment. What I will do care about is to do the thing above it, the selector. I mean, like the column selector, so it will be column selector, and it will be display of inline block. Let's copy this thing, and width will be also 24%. Okay, now in front of those, we will do a diff, and the class will be column selector, and also low, and do this. We need 4 of them. So I'll save it, reload it, and we got something. Now we will place a button in it, and this will be um, so it'll look something like this. Input checked. ID will have some ID or not, I don't know yet. Type checkbox, sure, and that will be it. And I don't want this, but I will do crap. Maybe this will work. Okay, that looks good. This will be Java, and this will be no Java. Okay, why not? Maybe it will be button. Maybe I can. Maybe I want a button. Yeah. Maybe I want a button. So button, and it will say all Java, or no Java. Goodbye. Like so. Yeah, that looks good to me. So now I will duplicate this, maybe. And I want 4 times, second, third, fourth. And this will be, the second one will be script, JavaScript, script. This will be HTML, web, and HTML/web, web, and the last one is DB. Okay, let's see how it looks. And that looks okay, except now I have this. And that is because I forgot to remove those. Okay, good. Good. So, I spilled the drink on myself. That's how we continue. So, do I want a special thing to have? Oh, yeah, I could use the bootstrap to do this, but I don't really have to, right? it. So just means JavaScript. Yep. Okay, so that one will go to JavaScript. So now I will move it. The second is it should be something like, if I remove this, what is the function doing? Oh, get element by ID. Okay. Selector. Okay, now I will get 4 of them. So how can I do like everything? So all the pigs. Okay, this one will return what? I think it was Alt Q. No. Quick documentation. Fetching documentation. Returns a reference to first object. Okay. So how I need to get all of them? Or can I do the, well, not to jump the gun in here. I want to first like fill those in, I think. So the first is a Java. So we'll fill with the Java things. So here is this and that guy, and we'll move it in here, the Java section. Then we have a JavaScript, if I remember. The TypeScript too. Okay, well, I will move those. Maybe. Come on. Okay. Then CSS boosters, those things in my book goes to the web thingy, and I messed up already because the first one's supposed to be the Java thing. Oh well, that's okay. I'll do this. Class equal to selector. Yep. Thank you. And this goes to the end. And the last one was databases, so this will just you SQL tutorial. So where is my, oh, here it is. Okay, I'll delete you. SQL, and then Spring goes to Java. Angular is JavaScript, TypeScript, I think. So JavaScript is in here. Crap. Then we have a Jasmine. That one is a JavaScript thingy. Then we have two TypeScript things. Exercism and TypeScript tutorial. Now I'm thinking on this page. I have those four things, right? So I can reload it. And four. Yeah, this one is extra. So we'll move user. Maybe if I press the right keys, that is. So we'll move you to the back. Okay. And now when I reload, it kind of makes sense. There's a Java, there's a JavaScript, there's a HTML, and there's a databases. So I have two things which I want to do. First is to enable those buttons to do anything. If I click this, everything should be checked. If I click this, everything should be unchecked. And the same goes from those. I will probably write a function in which I will give an ID, I guess, of the thing, and then it will disable or enable all of them. So let's do that first. Because that's something I'm sure I want to in either case. So we'll go to the script, and there's a randomizer that goes to where? Where does it end? This ends in here. This is the randomizer. So we'll have flat, and this will take what it will be do. This will select all, check all in, and that will be a method. Yeah, like so. It will take a parameter. The parameter will be column ID. Or div ID. And we will have this thing in here. So it will do let all. Here I will get what is this function? Oh, this function I think sets or unsets it. So we will have let all topics in div, and that will be document get element by ID, and that will be the div ID. Get elements by tag name, and we will say input. Okay. So this will get us an array, I think, or well, this thing. And we want for all of them, check them. So all topics for or array from, and it'll be all topics in div, and we will do for each, and then we will have the callback function. The callback function will take those things, and we just want the element, which is the value in the array in here, and on that element we will set it to checked. So for each, here is our function. Let's do function. It will have the element input, and it will do element dot checked equal to true. Okay, so let's see if that works. So this will be the selector, and ID will be Java div. Okay. Then we have the button in here, and all Java will have on click will be check all in, and it will be Java div. In quotes. Okay, I will save it and have a look. So I will uncheck a few of those and do all Java, and it does exactly nothing. So let's debug it, shall we? Sources. Now we have the check all in, and we will set the breakpoint in here, and I press the button, and it did not hit the. Did I put it to no Java? Where did I put it? This is on click, check all in, Java div. What did I? Button on click, randomizer, random pay. Why it does not work? Why it does not work? It's not hitting my thing. Okay, I will take a harder load. So I don't need, they don't make sense anymore. You go away. And now when I click, here we go. Now we did hit something. So I will step over. Where's the button? Step over. And now all topics in div have three things. Okay. So I got the thing. So when I step over in here, checked true, and the element in here is this guy. Okay. And I will check it again. Okay, so it's kinda, when I uncheck it and I do all Java, I step over, step over. Okay, now it works. And this could be also like one function. It could be set check to not here. I'm thinking it could be two things, right? One would be check all in, and this other one would be unchecked all in. It's kind of code duplication because only line I will be changing is this one. This would be to false. So I can say set set all checkboxes check set check of all into, and this will be another one, and this will be is checked, and like so. And now I will call it here with true. I save it. I reload it in here. Uncheck. It doesn't work. Bum, bum, bum. Okay, there's a problem. Yeah, I changed the name of the function. Where is it? Here. Now I'll save it, reload, check those. Oh, Java, it works. And I can just copy this and move it in here. This you will go away. This says no, and this will be false. No Java, all Java, no Java, all Java, no Java, all Java, no Java, all Java, no Java. Okay, this is what I wanted. And I will do the same thing for the rest. So this will be pretty manual thing to do. So here will be, first I need the IDs for those columns. So for these diffs, so ID, and this will be JavaScript diff, and then we will have here, and this one is the web HTML, web HTML diff. This is weird how I'm naming it like so. Okay, and this is the db diff ID and db diff. Okay, so those are our things. And now we will be calling the function we wrote. And this will be onClick, set check it all to, and the first one is JavaScript diff, and this is true, and I will copy those. Yep. And paste it in here. This one will be false. Okay, let's try it. No JavaScript, all JavaScript. No JavaScript, all JavaScript. No, all, no, all, no, all. I'm a magician. Okay, cool. Now we will continue and do everything as in here. So this one, and I want this to go away, and this is web HTML diff, and this one goes here. Okay, maybe if I did not make any typos it will work, and it does. Then we have the last thing, and that is in here. And the last ID is db diff. I wanted to say that it will be easy not to make a typo, and I did it. Is it funny? It is to me, at least. Okay, and this will be false. Okay, and let's see if we were successful. No, 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 no. All, Oh, oh, wonderful. It is wonderful. Also, now it does not have to, well, maybe it does has to say like JavaScript and so on. Like Java tutorial, Java Existing Spring tutorial. Okay, looks good to me. And now when I use the random pick, it does something. TypeScript, execute program. Yeah, so it's taking only from those. And that is not what I want. I want it to take all of those. So I need to modify my function in here, the randomizer. So get elements by tag name. It says input. Do I have a tag in here? It's here. Okay. So can I do it on do it like this? That would be awesome. Because that would save me a lot of trouble. So what I'm hoping for is that you have all the structure with all these like levels. You see you have like head, body, and there's like a lot of diffs. Previously I did select one of the diffs, this one to be precise, and I took his immediate ancestors or children, it's immediate children, and select it. And what I'm hoping for is that I can select it like deeply. So if I say body, or the document, it will select everything. It will go in every child and look inside of it and select it. So let's see if that works or not. And we will see by just omitting that part. And now when I reload, this will either not pick anything or okay, bootstrap, CSS tutorial, execute program, SAS tutorial, Spring tutorial. Okay, so when I disable all of those, it should pick only those. It should pick TypeScript. Oh wow, that's awesome. I did it. It's probably not the best way to do it, but it is a way and it works. So that's something I'm pretty happy about it. Happy about. This is cool. truly cool. Okay, so we did that, and I do consider it finished at this stage. Uh, Next steps would be to set the same height. I was thinking maybe moving these buttons to here. That might be also something I would like to do. Who knows? And make it somehow even nicer. But currently this works. This works, which I'm really happy about it. And we learned something as well, and that is that the get elements by tag name does the deep search. So that is cool. And we have something working, which is not perfect, but you know the line, right? Done is better than perfect, and this works, and I'm happy with it. And with that, I will say goodbye to you. Have a wonderful day.